My fault, y'all. I had a business call I had to take. So I had to take that. My fault for coming to y'all a little late. That's my fault. I didn't mean to do that. That's on me, you guys. I apologize. A little hour late, but better late than never, you know? If y'all to get on in here, we can rap about this shit. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? But yeah, um, man, there's been a lot going on out here in these news lately. Um, Politics, man, I don't even know where to start. There's so much crazy crap going on. Um, I know one thing this country is seeing. We're seeing a lot of white privilege going on. I tell you that much. It's a lot of white privilege going on out here. It's definitely showing what goddamn race. It don't matter about your money no more, man. They really on this white. They really on the whites versus everybody. But I understand why. I mean, a lot of white families is why. I mean, the daughters and the sons is they're going to have children with other races. So it's basically killing them off, which I can understand that. But when you start talking about if they become the minority of this country or fall and all this shit, that's just total bullshit. And I think that's why they ran and had dude elected. Because, um, shit, I've been fighting. I was fighting cases, shit, damn near all the way all my life. And I've been on bond numerous of times and all that. But one thing I do know, if somebody try to knock your ass down while you out on bond, oh, they locking your ass up. For sure. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. You are a threat to society. An innocent bystander was killed for them trying to knock you off. You going to jail. That's for sure. Especially if you out and you waiting to be sentenced and all this shit. What's up? What's up? Tap in, hit the like button, man. That's for sure. Um, Being my experience dealing with that type of shit, it happens. You know what I'm saying? It happened to me before. I remember an incident happened when one of my cars was vandalized and I was out on bond and I wasn't even in my car. It was parked somewhere. And they read my place because it was in my name. Um, the next day I get a call from my attorneys. We had to go to court. They locked my ass up and tried to take my bond. Tried to take my bond. So I'm like, we have to fight to get my fucking bond back. Um, so I experienced that, and that's the law. Especially when you got to submit your passport, your ID, and everything to your PO, and y'all on bond and pre-release and all this shit. So how he got out of that shit, Mr. Trump, whatever the hell your name is, I don't know. It's white privilege, but his ass should have went to jail for sure. Especially when they killed the innocent bystander. Ain't no way around that. None. I don't give a damn what y'all say. I don't give a fuck how many times you put it in the comments. That's the law. If you are out on bond and they try to knock your ass off, you're going to jail. For sure. You are a threat to society. You are a threat to yourself. And they want that pound of flesh. So your ass will go to jail. Why they didn't do that? That remains to be seen. But whoever tried to knock you down, they tried to give it to him on a silver platter. Them dumb motherfuckers is so retarded. Can't even. But that would have been one of us, though. What? In jail. Especially if it's an innocent bystander to get killed, too. Oh, yeah, you going to court. Go to court. Next day, bond revoked. All that. Immediately. Cuffed up. Silver bracelets on. And you in jail. Waiting to be whatever your situation is. If you're waiting to be sentenced, if you're waiting to go to trial, or whatever. Your ass is going to jail. Ain't no getting around that. None. So, none. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it go. I mean, your man broke the law. Yeah, he broke the law. But it's white privilege, brother. See, you ain't dealing with a motherfucker that ain't woke. I'm hip. You know what I'm saying? His ass should have went to jail. He know it. But I guess they wanted to fight him head up. They lost. You know what I'm saying? But if that would have been somebody else, they'd have locked his ass up. For sure. And he was waiting to be sentenced on his case. He was already found guilty. Oh, yeah, his ass was going to jail. He was going to jail for sure. But they didn't move on it. And she lost. Bro, the man got found guilty on 34 counts. He was waiting to be sentenced. They tried to kill him twice. They killed the innocent bystander. His ass should have went to jail. All right? If you know anything about the law, you know that. He was out on ankle bracelet. He had a PO he had to report to. He couldn't even carry a gun. He had to submit all the guns in his house. You know what that means? He's in the submission of the courts. Okay? I know the law very well. He should have went to jail. Why he didn't, I don't know. But his ass should have went to fucking jail. Flat out. Now, would that would have ruffled y'all feathers? Might have. But that's the law when you're out on bond, brother. And you're waiting to be sentenced on a case you're found guilty on. And you got 2 other indictments, federal, coming out. Just the law, man. That's the law y'all made. They put the laws in effect. We didn't make the fucking laws. White privilege made the fucking laws. We didn't make them. It's the fact. That's why all the white privileges run around with Nazi flags and all that shit, acting like he the next coming to the motherfucking Messiah. That's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't say we hate white people. Nah, we ain't saying that, because everybody that's white ain't rich. That's the fact. But, yeah, it was definitely white privilege being used, yes. For sure. Now, it's not up to me to figure this shit out. It's not. It's not up to me to figure it out. I don't make the laws. But I've been governed under these laws for years. And what I do know is, if they try to kill your motherfucking ass and you out on bond, you're going to jail. Flat out. Don't even pass go. Straight to fucking jail. Now, you might be in jail trying to get your bond back or whatever, but you're going to jail. And you can ask anyone that was out on bond, bro. That's just how it is. That's the fucking law. You know what I'm saying? It's the law, bro. That y'all did. Now, if you don't ask me, go ask any bondsman that posts your fucking bond that you get the money to. It's on that form, my dude. You know, it's a big form they give you, and it's everything you can't do. And everything you can do. And one of the things you can't do is be attacked, somebody try to kill you, or anyone that's hurt in the process of somebody trying to hurt you, your bond is revoked. You know what I'm saying? He's out on bond right now, bro. Right now. Because if you know the law, you know the state is not governed under the motherfucking under the feds. Which means all states have their own government. They are their own government. So even with his conviction, all they're going to do is put it on the shelf and wait till he get out of office and revisit. Why? Because he was already found guilty. And you can learn the law, man. Now, you can dismiss the federal indictments all day. You can do that. Because he's going to use the DOJ. But the feds have no government over the state. Period. They do not govern over the state. They cannot tell the state what to do. They cannot tell the state to prosecute you. They're their own government. So New York is just going to put his conviction on the shelf because he's already been found guilty. And when his 4 years is up, they're going to revisit it. Now, he might not go to jail, or he might. He got found guilty on 34 counts. They're not going nowhere, bro. You can't dismiss that. He can't waive that because the case is already concluded. They're just waiting for him to be sentenced. So all the presidential election did was buy him time. Now, the federal conviction is the one he was really mainly worried about. Yeah, he can get them all erased and thrown out and all that shit. That's cool. But the state joint, you can't run from that, bro. You gonna have to deal with that. Now, and they don't give a fuck if you're 80. That's just like if you commit a murder. There's no statutory limitation on the murder, and there's no statutory limitation on the conviction. Meaning, if you go to trial and you're found guilty, I don't give a fuck if you become the president. That conviction goes nowhere. Okay? Because you never was brought in front of a judge to get your sentence. So your sentence is just being set on the shelf until they can bring you in front of a judge and convict you. He can't get out of that, bro. And that would have been probably been this. Well, if they would have pushed for if they would have pushed to have his bond revoked, then the feds that had him out on bond, they just would have followed suit. So he would have tried to have to get his bond back from the feds and the state, and then he wouldn't have been able to run. But I guess they gave him a fair shot. If I was him, I would thank they ass. Cause that saved his motherfucking verdict. I mean his victory. Cause he went to jail. He was done. He was done. And that's why he didn't win the state of New York. Why? Cause that's where his conviction is at. I need to learn the law, man. So your man is crooked, bro. It's just it is what it is. This country want to be ran by a criminal. It happens. You know? I guess they think a criminal could run this country better than anybody. But my thing is, from all these years, they've been telling us we can't do nothing with felonies. And he getting the White House? If that ain't white fucking privilege, I don't know what it is. I got homeboys that's been felons for 40, 30, 40 years. Isolated from the community, can't get a job, especially not a federal job. You know what I'm saying? But he can run and win? Nah, this shit just ain't adding up. This shit just ain't adding up. It ain't adding up at all. So, and you can talk to me till you're blue in the face. It ain't adding up. It's not. And see, the problem is, felons don't got a voice in this country. You understand me? So felons couldn't voice their opinion on this situation because it ain't a felon to vote for him. You might got some blacks, you might got whites, you might got some Mexicans, you might got some Asians. Wasn't no felons voting for him that could vote because they looked at it the same way we all did. How the fuck is he running? In all these years, we've been isolated. We've been segregated against all these fucking years. And you mean to tell me this son of a bitch can get in the White House? What changed? He wasn't the president when the charges came. So what the fuck changed? And nobody has any answers. They talking about this. What changed? You put in the comments. What changed? What made him different? Because you can't say it was the presidency because he wasn't the president when he got indicted. So what changed? I don't say motherfuckers is billionaires. The motherfuckers from Enron is billionaires and they doing life in the feds right now. So what the fuck what changed? Bernie Madoff was a fucking billionaire. He died in prison. What changed? Or maybe it was something bigger than what we know. That's a question you need to ask yourself. And that's something this country needs to take a look at itself. When they talking about racism, racism ain't never went no goddamn where. Never went nowhere. And it's been here. And it's gonna be here. It's gonna be here. It ain't going nowhere. It's gonna be here. You know? So you gotta take the bitter with the sweet, find your way into this motherfucking and try to find your way. If not, leave this motherfucking country. Cause you got people going overseas, they like, man, shit, I just seen a motherfucker from Thailand said, shit, this internet is $8. His electric bill is $10. His Netflix bill is $2. He don't need no car to go no goddamn where. They like, yeah, the United States got a lot of opportunities, but shit, if you made 10,000, your bill's 9,500. Fuck is you doing? You waking up to go to work every day, and now people like us that got small businesses, they leaning on us now. We barely getting by, barely getting by. They leaning on us. Then all the small businesses to find the PPP loan who got forgiven. Now they talking about they want to see what you did with the money, but I thought it was forgiven though. But now they want to see what you did with the money. Open your books. We want to see what you did with the money. Then they just come out with some shit that all small businesses in this country got to file this form under the fucking United States Treasury to let them know how many businesses you got in this country. It's a lot of shit going on, man. A lot of shit. And your homeboy, he got it now to where if you work overtime, the company ain't even got to pay you for it. He's trying to pass that bill. Man, you know, you just got to pick your poison in this country. That's what it is. You just got to pick your poison. What? Some of you motherfuckers need to go back to school. He's not white privilege. What do you call it then? And going to jail for what he didn't do anything wrong. Bro. Bro. Why don't you delete that? Come on back and shoot that back through another way. Because you fucked that message up. Or you, I guess you just was in your feelings so bad, you just was taking some shit. Because that makes no sense. I'm just saying. You know, I ain't got no problem with you, dog, but that don't make no sense. Okay. Abraham, I don't even know how to say your last name. I guess you're Arab. You got, you got, I don't understand that. No, I don't understand that either. Hi, hello, what's going on? Who else? I don't know what that means. Yeah, man, you know. But what you gonna do, man? Pay your taxes in this country, I guess. One thing about America, though, each his own. Hell, they just figured out the motherfucker who shot Kennedy was in the car with him. Duh. I figured that shit out like 10 years ago when I seen the video. You don't see the pattern of the motherfucker turn around shoot him in his head? First he shoot the senator, the bullet go through the senator, hit Kennedy in the chest, by his neck, he leaned over, then he turned around, hit him again, knock his shit off. The wife see the shit going on. Why the hell she jumps? Why the hell she jumped out of the back of the car? Like, but back then it was easy to manipulate people. You know what I'm saying? So it was easier to change minds. Now everybody got an open mind. You know what I mean? And now they're starting to release the actual video, some of the actual video. Well, they don't even need to release the documents. You see the shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker turn right around, shoot Kennedy, shoot the senator, knock his shit off. Bullet go through him, hit Kennedy. Then he hit Kennedy again. Boom. His wife, Jackie, jumps out the back of the car, out of the Cadillac. You know what I mean? That's why she jumps out the back, because the shots was coming from inside of the car. Like somebody with good sense would do. If they're shooting inside of the car, you're either going to jump out the back of the car and jump out the door. Right? She seen her husband getting shot by the motherfuckers who's protecting him. Then they never stopped the car. Mind you, they never stopped the car. They never pulled the car over. Nothing. They just keep driving straight to the Air Force One. put him on Air Force One, right? He's dead already. They swear dude in on the plane. The Secret Service that pulled the move goes to the hospital where the surgeon is, extracts his bullet. They put it to Oswald ass, because he just drinking a soda. So the first motherfucker they run to see, they snatch him up. Oh, you did it. Go to his background. He was in the war a little bit. Oh, you did it. He was about to tell him, bro, I ain't had nothing to do with this shit. I don't know what the fuck going on. Before he could say something, they gun him down. Kill all the tracks. And it's been like that. But that was the U.S. Reserve did it, though. It was the U.S. Reserve. You know what I mean? That's the same reason why Nixon took us off the gold, which our dollar dropped. And then once Bush got in, closed all the executive orders, they killed the dollar pieces, which Kennedy put in circulation. And it also killed all the metal that was backing our dollar, which brought it down even more. So now our dollar's not worth anything. It's not even the richest bill overseas anymore. Because of U.S. Reserve. They don't want us to be able to pay that debt back at all. And anybody that gets in the way to try to pay them back and kill that debt, they're going to murder. Because it's Britain. Britain owned the U.S. Reserve. It's the reason why they sunk the Titanic. Why? Because it was three motherfuckers that opposed the U.S. Reserve that was on that boat. And the motherfuckers who was trying to bring forth the U.S. Reserve was on the boat, but they canceled their trip right before take off. They set the fire in the belly of their boat, so when it hit the ice glacier, it'd crack, and they drowned. A year later, what pop up? U.S. Reserve. Backed by who? Britain. Who did they front the money to? United States. That's why he found out, okay, well, what the fuck we gonna keep paying these motherfuckers for? And our money grow from the ground. Which makes sense, right? Why am I keep paying you? Or have you keep paying, giving me money and you taxing me for it when my own currency is going out the ground in my country? So all I got to do is get it out the ground, manufacture it, and put it in circulation. Then I don't need y'all no money. I don't need y'all money no more. I don't even got to print no more bills because we're making our own money. It's coming out of the ground. He did it. That's why he's the only one that's on a piece of metal on a currency, U.S. currency that wasn't voted. Kennedy wasn't voted to be put on that dollar piece. He made that to ride with a $1. Put it in circulation to pay the U.S. Reserve back. And in 6 months, it killed the debt in half. They got scared. Yo, we can't have this. If these motherfuckers get out of debt from us, we can't control them no more. Our influence don't work no more. So they hit him. Oh, and they put it on the mob. Ain't no, how the hell the mob gonna get next to the goddamn Secret Service, bro? Think about this. The mob to the Secret Service? Come on, bro. No. No. It was higher than that. It was higher than that, and it was deeper than that. You know? It's just what it is. And look what happened. 20 years later, after Bush closed all the executive orders, which shuts down the production of the $1 piece, what happens? Our dollar falls. Now they got the BRICS, who rival us. And the only leverage we had was if you had to buy oil overseas, you had to use United States dollars. So all countries had to convert their money into our money to be able to buy barrels of oil. Well, now you don't have to buy with the United States dollars. You could buy with the British dollars. Yeah. So guess what? Our dollar fall even more. So now what they're talking about? War. Huh? Makes sense, right? War. War. Why? Because war is the only thing to bring our revenue up. It's war. This country was built on war. You know what I'm saying? George Washington went to war. Okay? Lincoln was at war. Okay? Eisenhower and them was at war. Okay? Nixon and them was at war. Okay? The first Bush was at war. Okay? Clinton once stopped, but he when he first got in office, was losing war, but he pulled out. But what his son do? What Bush Jr. do? Go back to war. War is what this country was built off of. War. It's just what it is. Her knowing he got the power to free her son and he didn't do it. Come on, man. Now the tax evasion case, I ain't. You know what I mean? That's one thing. But even the gun case though, hey, he ain't get caught with the motherfucking gun. He had it in a picture. They went through his phone and found the picture of him holding the gun. He wasn't even a felon when he was holding the gun, and indicted him on the shit. If that ain't the most bullshit, come on, man. You go through the motherfucker and find a picture of him holding a gun and indict him for it? That is crazy. But they did that because they was going after Trump. So they said eye for eye. But what'd he do? He pardoned his son. Any of these motherfuckers would have pardoned their baby. You got them fucked up. They just used the same shit for dude. But that's how hypocritical these motherfucking politicians is. One side of the aisle got a problem with him pardoning his son, but these the same motherfuckers that voted for a felon. Come on, man. Like, come on, man. Let's let this shit, let's really bring this shit down to speed. The same motherfuckers who backed a fucking 34 count felon who was under 2 federal indictments is mad because he pardoned his son? Knowing good goddamn well if it was their sons, they would have did the same shit. Fuck that. They got goddamn politicians who got sex scandals going on. They letting them in. Acting like it never happened. Come on, man. That's the thing with you politicians. If y'all keep everything on an even playing field, then half the time y'all motherfuckers wouldn't be bickering. But you can't say one side is doing one thing and the other side is doing another and get mad. Like, come on, bro. You can't do that. You can't be mad that this man pardoned his son, but then go back a fucking felon and put him in the White House. Ain't never been a president in the White House that was a felon. Ever. Never. Not going in. Now, if he kissed some shit coming out or whatever, cool. But going in? Come on, man. Come on, man. Never. You understand me? Never has that happened. Never. So, how you gonna be talking about it's not equal rights, but it's not equal that he pardoned his son? Well, it wasn't equal. You just hired a felon to be the fucking president. That ain't equal neither. You just shit on every felon in the country. So now all felons need to apply for federal jobs. Fuck that. They better not say you can't get this motherfucker. They go sign up for the Secret Service, any federal office, any federal state jobs. They can't tell you no more. At all. Because this motherfucker's a felon. Whether he stay in office, whether he get out of office, them felonies ain't going nowhere for the state. Now, he can throw that shit away for the feds, but for the state, them bitches gonna stay on there. And every time you run this motherfucking name, that shit should pop up like everybody else's. You understand me? So, yeah, it's a lot of white privileges going on around this motherfucker. It's a lot of white privilege going on around this motherfucker. A lot. But I tell you what you gonna do? We gotta roll with it, right, fellas? It's the law of the land, I guess. Law of the land. Man, I'm gonna tell you another thing I want to address too. Now, Drizzy Drake. I fuck with Drake. I do. I fuck with Drake. I do. I like some of his shit. I don't like it all because he do a lot of singing, a lot of hate. But I ain't got no problem with dude. This what I got a problem with. You on Atlantic. Well, you on Universal. Kendrick's on Universal. You dropped the record when he talking about his best friend and his business partner sleeping with his wife and his kids ain't his. All that shit. You said all that shit on that record. Now I didn't take like Not Like Us and this album did. But whatever, right? He never went and filed charges on you. He never said you lied or defamation of character or no type of lawsuit. He took the punch and then he came back with one. But since you've been a golden child all this time and you feel, well, I destroyed Meek, he ain't Meek. Speaking of Meek, Meek didn't go press charges on you neither when you was performing back to back around the country. And that was a diss record. But you said nothing to me, right? I mean, Meek said nothing to you. So you lose. He said some shit in the record that it might have offended you too. You go and you file a lawsuit and you tell Universal they got to give you the ammunition to prove that they backed his record. You don't think they backed yours? This is when motherfuckers around you need to pull your coattail. Like, bro, this ain't good, bro. They backed our shit too. Now we need to go back in the studio and hit back, but filing a lawsuit is going to cripple us. If we file this lawsuit against this label, not only the label's going to show us, because just because you got some money, you ain't got more money than the label, bro. They paid you. You feel me? They gave you the bread. So how the fuck you got more money than them? So they going to use the same money that they paid you to invest in destroying you. And that's what they going to do. Now, you already told the NFL that if he perform Not Like Us, you going to sue them. Like, you reaching in your bag doing some corny shit, bro. But you're not from this country. I can understand that. And I think that's what people got it twisted at. They think you from here, and you're not. You're not from here. You're not even from the United States. You're from Canada. All right? So maybe y'all do play under different rules over the Canadians. Maybe y'all do. I don't know. But over here, you don't do that, man. That's like a motherfucker punching you. You punching the motherfucker. He punch you back, and then you go press charges on him. What? You punched me first. I don't know, man. It's a lot of corny shit going on out here. It's a lot of corny shit going on out here. You know? A lot of corny shit going on out here. They talking about this ain't supposed to be an alien war in the sky tomorrow. They said it's supposed to be an alien war in the sky tomorrow. I just shake my head like, man, this shit can't be fucking serious. But it is serious. It's very serious. And these folks really thinking it's about to be some cosmic war in the skies. I can't believe this. And they really think this shit. They really think it's about to be a cosmic war in the sky. No. I tell you what, if it do, I hope it do. Maybe they can shut this motherfucker down and bring everybody back to the same playing field. To where we gotta help each other to fight these motherfuckers off. Cause we ain't had that shit in a long time since the Civil War. That motherfuckers gotta band together and fight a foreign domestic terrorist off that's in this motherfucking region. We ain't had that in a long, and I think that's what we need as a people to come together. That's what I think. I think that shit really gotta happen. You know what I'm saying? I really do. That's the only thing that's gonna bring us together, bro. Somebody gotta evade this motherfucker, or we gotta have a foreign threat to come hit this motherfucker. Other than that, we ain't got a chance in hell. We divided. The democracy in this country is gone. And I don't know if it's ever coming back. It's definitely gone, though. The democracy in this country is definitely gone. There's no democracy in this country anymore. None. And that's just what it is. New album on the way. Money Train is on the way, baby. It's on the way. It's on the way. So, that's basically all I can say. But yo, man, I just wanted to tap in with y'all, give y'all some little insight, man. Take this jewel, take these jewels, run with them, apply them to your everyday life. Like, follow, subscribe, and we out.